Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Norway.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So off we go then. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he has been fouled there. Cannavaro is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rice. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's nice. In towards the back stick. Cannavaro attempts a clearance. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Quarter of an hour played. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Ibrahimovic. Lampard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Rice, and this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Big chance! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
That was good alertness. Ibrahimovic knocks it into space. Can he finish? Goal, Norway! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Norway have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Marcelo, and they've got a throw. Now it's Rice. Yeah, can so cleverly bypass the press. 30 minutes gone. Oh, that's clever. And Dijk gets over and intercepts. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good spread. Now that looks a decent ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Best. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Aimed beyond the defence. Pass somewhat off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows that.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Bullet, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through. Great ball if he can get there. He's got away. Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's having a shot! Oh, it's gone in!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Rossi gets a foot in here. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Oh, well measured. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Presentation featuring our guest performers today. Substitution for Manchester United, number 17.
And so we're
George
off again.
Best. Coming on to replace him is number
Looking
10,
to play him in.
Gullit.
Maldini. And that interception was... And he shoots! Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rice running with intent. Chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
It's a sharp pass. That has been slung wide. Bullet is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Hullet looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's on it, can he get away? Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rummenigge And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Gullit. Rafael Varane cannot be beaten that easily. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Maldini cuts it out.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Rummenigge, given the lift of his goal, tries a shot! And there's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
16.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Well, the idea was a good one.
Rooney.
The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
For this match was 71,898.
And here's Rooney. And it's Seedorf. Knocks it out wide. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And the shot! That is special! Gareth Bale! A finish right from the top drawer! Just 1 in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And in a trice, the substitute has
Substitution's
scored
taking place.
already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Seedorf. That's good vision. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So a bit of a
Number
revolving
41.
door here.
Right.
Lots and lots of changes.
Coming on the
Yeah, I
field
think he's been
is
told to play that role of
number
the tactical
21,
pivot, spraying the
Taylor.
ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Maldini. Dembele. That's Thuram. Looking for the run. Dembele in acres of space out wide. And it's Gullit. Dembele has it out wide and in space. Oh, nice touch. And here's Gullit. Great vision. But he's forced to go back. Thuram. Gullit. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bale.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Nesta. And that was nowhere near his best. Rooney. Now it's Gullit. Gullit. Puts a good ball out wide. Now it's Eto. Varane makes the interception. Dembele. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Rooney. And it's Dembele. Norway close now to seeing this one through to the end. We expected better, and so did he. He's had a shot!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
4 added minutes
Good
has been
read,
indicated.
needed to be. Oh, good-looking ball. Well-timed, excellent interception. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Ekitike, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Can he get on the end of this? Ekitike receives it in a wide position. And he's taking no chances there. And he's straight offside. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Norway have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, it was engaging, if not an edge of your seat
with the father
encounter,
of a boy
and
in a
importantly,
yellow t-shirt
it offered
kindly
the right
make his
result.
way to the information centre.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The
everybody,
game yet
and
to kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already
Norway
palpable.
against Arsenal.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
I hope I don't seem biased towards my compatriot, but I really think John O'Shea could have a very big role to play here.
Listen, you don't win all the medals that he's won without doing something right, do you?
Exactly. And I think he's going to have a busy game covering all sorts of defensive positions, especially when the team's on the front foot. That's when his versatility really comes into its own.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That is good alertness. Now it's Batistuta. Thuram. And it's Messi. Now it's Rooney. Messi.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now there's a fine ball. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. This looks promising. Rummenigge is onto this. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Now it's Rooney. Well timed, excellent interception. Corner given.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That is expertly dealt with. O'Shea is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Rummenigge is flagged offside. Now it's Rooney. Norway have reclaimed it. And back to the goalkeeper. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. No, that's been intercepted. O'Shea looking to pass their way up the pitch. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Norway are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Lampard. Oh, what a mistake! Lampard had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision...
There's the shot! Lampard.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Iniesta. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Rooney. Vieira. Cannavaro. Right, Batistuta. Gerrard. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Real chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Batistuta. Batistuta. Company gets across and deals with it. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he welcomes it in.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Iniesta. Ibrahimovic. And there's green grass ahead of him. He might be in here. Decent chance! And that's in. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's 2 now. And it's half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage
Hello,
an even
everybody,
more
and
ambitious
please
approach
join
in this
me in
second half,
wishing a
Peter, with
happy
control
wedding anniversary
already
for one of
established.
our fan club members.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution for Norway, number 20, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on to replace him is number 15, Ekitike.
That gets us going once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Shot a goal! It's a goal! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Just 1 in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Norway come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Lampard. Iniesta. Cannavaro does well to get it back.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Iniesta is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
That has been cut short. Cannavaro cuts it out.
The attendance for this match was
Rooney.
51,832.
Lampard never out of the action for very long. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got...
And he shoots! He's got a goal! Norway are back in business. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution for Norway, number 11.
Norway
Rooney.
can make their change
Number
now with
10.
a break in play.
Messi.
Oh,
Number
what a game we
22,
have on our hands here.
Frank Lampard.
This is exactly the kind of
Coming on the
contest
field,
you'd expect when you
number
have so much
23,
class from both sides.
Ibrahimovic.
The next goal is going to be so
Number
significant.
19, Dembele.
Neither of these two want to come
Number
off second
24,
best. He is
Adel.
through here. And a header! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Arsenal have their lead. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Norway perhaps contemplating their next change here. Bullet is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, that pass isn't the best. Batistuta. And he's in on charge, surely! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Seedorf. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now that's well seen too. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pitches it off him. And it's made its way to him. So no flag here. And he's got the beating of his man.
Arsenal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Knocks it into space. Not the most accurate pass. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. And it's Hullet. Tries to play it through. Well measured.
Has been indicated.
Ekitike tries to pass it through. Oh, he's been caught on it. And the finish! Goal! And right near the end, we have parity. Simplicity itself.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Spectateurs,
The game yet to
nous
kick
vous
off.
souhaitons la bienvenue
The
au
excitement's
match.
already palpable.
France, Norvège.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Pete.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me. Time and time again, he's shown he's just the best at organising a defence. What a communicator.
Messi is herring after that one. And it's Lampard. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's a searching pass. Hazard. France are looking to break at pace. And he's managed to get free. Pull it. Thinks and the finish! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
It's Hazard! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Rummenigge. Hazard. Company cuts it out. Messi. Lampard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rice, a player who needs no introduction. Quarter of an hour played. He's in a great position here. That's an excellent interception.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. This is a promising build-up. Rummenigge! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Schneider. That's good play. Good chance here! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Norway have the chance to go the other way. Messi. And it's Lampard. And it's Ibrahimovic. Pull it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chance! And that's a sharp finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
You're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Hazard. Bullet is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Hazard. Some intricate passing. Big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
France certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Lampard, looking to play him in. That's a shade optimistic.
Attention, changement.
And it's Seedorf. That looks a good cross. Azar.
This is the time you need that pace.
Norway making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. And this is Azar. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be. That pass has been well intercepted. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He's a sharp little ball here. Benatia.
Il y aura 2 minutes
good
de
read.
temps additionnel.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run. It's played through for him. And this is Pullet. Pullet herring after the ball here. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Real chance! Marvellous goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Norway have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Can he get it through? Shot, tries a shot! And that's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there.
Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Rafael Varane, Hazard, and here's Pullet. Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's picked his way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pullet has got himself a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's Dembele. Norway perhaps contemplating their next change here. Company is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Oh, it's come loose. He'll try to keep this alive. That's tidy. Seedorf. It's a promising position. And this is Hullet. Decent chance! Off the post. Goal! Norway! Into the lead once more. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Changement.
So here comes a substitution. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Norway have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Schneider. Schneider makes a move down the right.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Ibrahimovic chasing after it, and he was quick to react. Marcelo pokes it out wide, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Hullet. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. To Thuram, he's played it long. Some good work on the right flank here. Dembele. Oh, really cute, what a lovely series of passes. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Desai. Aims beyond the defence. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there.
France.
Oh no, this does not look good. Thuram. And it's Dembele. Threads one in. That's been slipped through. Oh, that's fabulous. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one.
Norway nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now it's Schneider. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, truly brave defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Hazard. That's good defending, very good defending.
De temps additionnel.
Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. And it's Schneider. It's Bale! It's a goal! We thought they were done, but never say never. And that is about it. That's it, the referee says enough. Magic, what a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Ibrahimovic picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Portugal have clearly decided to play here with a 5-3-2 formation, Jim.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great ball, Bellingham! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Couldn't squeeze it through. But it's Denzel Dumfries. Shifted it to the flank. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this team has a great...
It's the bay! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Fabian Ruiz. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fernandez. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Cucurella makes the interception. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Haaland. The ball has bounced loose now. Lovely bit of skill. And he's picked it up out wide. Towering header! Goal! Portugal! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Swung over. Ruben Diaz gets across to intercept that. And it's Ruiz.
Norway really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
This is Dembele. Cross to the back post. And he's taking no chances there. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now that's well seen too. That pass isn't the best. Vinicius Junior. Fernandes. And here's Haaland. And it's Wan-Bissaka. Here's Chouameni. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Foot in. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The pass has gone astray. It's a goal kick. Fernandes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's found space here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Van de Ven. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ruben Dias kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now, can they get him away? He's in a great position here. He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that was very necessary. And it's Ruiz. Dumfries. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Norway finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And that's a throw-in. Van de Ven looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Dembele pinches it off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And it's Fernandes. Vinicius Junior being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Fernandes really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Norway still this single goal behind. Bellingham. Now it's Haaland. Almost an hour gone.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 19. Número 17. Número 13. Número 9. Número 2. Voltar os seus lugares a número 7.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball.
Número 24. Número 21.
Dumfries has
Cristiano
created
Ronaldo.
one goal already.
Número 14.
Now it's
Número
Lukaku.
10. Está a
Rolls
proceder
it
uma
backwards.
substituição.
And he's forced to go back. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a fine interception. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Look at the space here. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Aimed beyond the defence. Dumfries produces a cross. Ederson. Norway are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Lukaku. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Quality ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Saliba. Looking for options for movement.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
There's the crossfield ball. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well played. And he's heaved it away. That has been slung wide. Ronaldo proves just a little bit too strong. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 25.
So we have movement on both benches.
Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com
Now
número
this could be a
15.
chance.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Nice control. Driven in. Oh, good line. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Portugal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Lukaku. Has a look and plays it forward. Drives it in. Fernandes. Ederson.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And it's Mazraoui. And here's Fernandes. That's going across goal. Gets his head on it! Oh, and that was the shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I can tell you that I'm a fan of this guy, Christian Romero, described by his national team boss as spectacular. I've always seen him as been brave, very aggressive defensively, but front-footed as well. And let me go into a little more detail on that, because some of the runs he makes are actually quite crazy, and there seems to be a recklessness about it and no order, and he just leaves it to who...
He's had a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's there to clear it. Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Chouameni. Olise. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Can he spark a counter here? Cucurella.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Nice interception, well timed. Saliba goes back to front. And it's Bellingham. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's having a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cucurella finding himself in space. He leaps for it! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Bellingham. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Bellingham. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he decides to cross it. And he's there to belt it away.
Cucurella really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Haaland going after that. And it's Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Norway really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he's quick to it, takes a shot! And he's stuck it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, well measured. Chouameni threads one in. Now it's Haaland, and he's managed to get free. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Portugal really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
He's interception. His positioning was spot on. Haaland. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. He is through here. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. That's very neat. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
In he goes again! Olise. Now it's Haaland. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Mbappe. He welcomes it in. Bellingham! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Good running, strong and purposeful. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Chouameni, Van de Ven. This is a promising build-up. Vinicius Junior. That is a brilliant interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Najraoui. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's out for a goal kick.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
Número 19. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 21.
Wan-Bissaka.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Número 14. Número 24. Está a acontecer uma substituição. Substituição para Portugal. Número 17. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 20. Messi.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Haaland needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And this is Ronaldo. And he's ended up in no man's land. Pass somewhat off target. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Alvarez. Well read, nice interception. Could move up a gear here. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And this is Ronaldo. Fernandez, looking for a runner. Cucurella receives it in a header! And that's a good finish. Just cruising! They are cruising! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Portugal are having a ball here. Norway do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Lukaku. Mazraoui. And he's been shifted off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the finish! That's a throw. And it's Cucurella. Fernandez. And it's Fernandez. Haaland. And Fernandez. Not the most accurate pass. Mazraoui. It's gone for a throw-in. Romero.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And it's Dembele. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Wan-Bissaka does really well to win the ball there. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Mazraoui.
Portugal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Tries to play it through. Tchouaméni.
Foram indicados 2 minutos.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Oh, that's... And the shot! Brought out the best in the keeper. It's their second corner of the game. Dembele goes short. A real chance! And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2
Hello,
hours, it
everybody,
might not
and
feel
welcome
like that.
to today's match.
The stadium is full of
Norway
noise and energy.
against
This
Poland.
certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, David Alaba. One of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially with his delivery in and around the area. He'll be eyeing up any set plays the opposition concede in that defensive third.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Akanji, Yamal, Bullet, and it's Messi. Over to the right flank. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kimmich. Now it's Yamal. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Alaba, looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Good read, needed to be. Bullet.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Akanji cuts it out. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Ødegaard, it's played through for him. Oh, it's a great... Batistuta! Goal! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Como have... And the finish! And that's a good finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Well, it's
Ibrahimovic, and that is quite wonderful. A finish of true class. They've done it. It was coming. They have their reward. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Great ball if he can get there. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Nicely weighted ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And this is Batistuta.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And that should get the job done. Now this could be... Takes a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Como with the corner, there first. He leaps for it! And he's there to get it away. Can he get on the end of this? Not the most accurate pass. Rummenigge. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, what has happened here? Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe. That's a good ball out wide. Nunez receives it in a good position here. Chance to deliver. And that has been cleared. Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Ibrahimovic. Lampard. Well, he expected better, and so did he. He has slightly undercooked that one.
Norway clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now, can they get him away? Mbappe! Great chance! And that's a tidy finish! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Como are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So again, we have parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Varane was in no mood for any of that. And the whistle goes for half-time. Norway are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. And so shoots! And he's done it!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And the shot! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Como now in a position far more desirable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And it's Cannavaro. That's a cute ball. That's good vision. No luck with that dink over the top. Cannavaro. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
The attendance for this match
60
was
minutes played.
51,832.
Foot in. Yamal, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well, that is one way to stop him. Pull it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, easy pickings there.
Substitution for Norway. Number 23, Ibrahimovic. Number 20,
Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here.
Messi.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Number 11, Rooney. Number 15,
Alaba gets over and intercepts.
Number 19, Dembele.
Norway perhaps wondering
Number
what the best
9,
time is for their
Fernandes.
next substitution. Now it's Mbappe. It's gone for a throw-in. Has to go back here. Tries one from range. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Cannavaro. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Nunez. Oh, that's nice.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, such a clever touch. He's having a hit! And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means.
Lamine Yamal clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Batistuta, Mbappe, Ødegaard, Schlotterbeck, and back to the keeper, Garcia. Schlotterbeck is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's Alaba. Mbappe on 2 now and looking for 3. Can he get onto this? And he's intervened well there. And he's managed to get free. Batistuta. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fernandes. Always onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Mbappe. Vieira. And here's Rooney. Dembele receives it in a wide position. Ekitike gets flagged offside.
Substitution in progress.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Schlotterbeck. Now Ødegaard. Chouameni. And the pass is intercepted. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. In with the challenge. Ekitike. Aims beyond the defence. He's had a shot! Oh, good finish! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life! That's that, the end. Norway can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.